Raymond van Barneveld,
Hey.
back on the World Series
Yeah.
in Bahrain for the first time.
Wow.
Must
Yeah.
feel good, right?
It feels amazing. Well, it was quite of a shock actually. I think 6 weeks ago I was sitting in my living room and I was, wow, received a text from Matt Porter that I have to keep it quiet of course, but he said, you want to join us at the World Series? I would never ever expected that. I know Michael was on a holiday, I know they would ask him first, but I'm really pleased to be here, yeah, and I hope I can do well.
We've not been blessed with the weather just yet, but it's good to bring darts somewhere new, isn't it, and
Yeah.
experience something different.
I loved it. I was in the first time. I was in Johannesburg, you know, South Africa. We did Tokyo, we did Australia, New Zealand, Dubai for the very first time. Everywhere we came, we were treated like pop stars. You know, business class seats in the plane, amazing rooms in the hotels. And I think we did really well all over the planet, and spectators were good, we're happy, and we're still going strong, I think, yeah.
Well, you mentioned Dubai there. That was the first ever
Yeah.
World Series event 10 years ago today. You are the only remaining player here today
yeah.
that was there 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a testament to your longevity in the sport, isn't it? And also what you bring to the World Series.
Yeah, you can hardly think about it. The only one left. Michael is still there, but the rest indeed. Phil retired, you know, Gary is not picked. Yeah, wow, a long time. Yeah, it's amazing. Although it was not really easy to play that tennis court. It was really windy there, but it was also fun. It was great, and yeah, I love to be here. And I'm really curious about spectators here. You know, the PDC invited the Asian, right? But also curious to the two Bahrain players. I don't know how the standard is here, or if they play in competitions or whatever, so I'm really curious, yeah.
But that's often the importance of the World Series, isn't it? To bring the sport to somewhere new.
Yeah.
Sometimes the standard might not be the best with the locals and whatever, but it's good to build the sport in the area and show them what it can be and what they can aspire to be.
Yeah, it is, and the sport is growing still. Look at Eastern Europe is involved now. We have a fantastic player, José de Sousa from Portugal. We never ever would have expected Portugal, you know, and suddenly they're coming. French players coming in right now. Belgium is really hot. But we want to see what the rest of the world does, you know. I still believe in South Africa. We can do progress there. We can still do a lot in Asia. You know, Japan was brilliant. China. Maybe it comes back, I don't know, but yeah, I think we can do really great things there. America's coming up now. We went from Vegas to New York. Gutted I'm not there, by the way, but maybe if I do well here, we're not sure. But that is a huge market, of course, America.
You mentioned to me before we started, it's 25 years since you won the Lakeside.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that shows the time that you've been at the top of this sport,
Wow.
and it's quite amazing to go from 25 years ago there to still be playing on the World Series. And as you say, you must have seen the game grow hugely in that time.
And that is so good to see. I love watching. I never missed one World Championship match. You know, I'm a darts fan. I'm a darts lover. I was gutted with the defeat against Gurion Price, but I'm still keep on, you know, and looking and watching, and I think there's so much talent coming up, and why not in the rest of the world, you know? Maybe this week someone here pops up, you know, and has a good run. We saw this with Damon Hatter, right, in the World Series back in New Zealand and in Australia. Damon did really well there. He won he won one of the tournaments there, and look where he is now. So this is why the World Series is really important, to go overseas and all over the world to bring us new stars.
Well, you mentioned the year you've just had, 2022 for Raymond van Barneveld. It's been very good, hasn't it? It's justified your decision to come back to the sport. You've had a great year, haven't you?
Well, not on the Pro Tours or Euro Tours. I didn't think I played really well in these venues, but yeah, when the Grand Slam of Darts came, well, semi-finals, that was awesome, and maybe because of that I'm picked for here. You know, everyone see I'm changing. My private life goes fantastic. You know, I'm over the moon with Julia. I'm really happy. I love the darts again. I can show the crowds. I put my earplugs out because now I can really hear the sound of and feel the adrenaline of the crowd again, and I'm loving it. And maybe sometimes you need to do one step back to move two ahead. You know, maybe that was a good decision, and I didn't realize I'm coming back, you know. That was not the thing. But in Corona, it was a really bad time, and I was missing the sport. I couldn't do exhibitions or whatever. I was in divorce, I was depressed, you know. I'm thinking, oh my God, I need to stop, you know, this is nothing. And then after 8 months, you know, I feel refreshed. I'm thinking, yeah, why not? Q-School is coming around the corner now for 2-3 months. If I want to do this, I have to do it now.
Yeah. And of course, not long after Q-School, you went and won a Pro Tour event. I know you said you haven't been the best on the floor, but to do that so quickly after coming back, and we know the ability you've got, but that was a great achievement, right?
It was. And straight you qualified for the World Championship already in March, you know, so that was good. So the rest of the year I could rely on that, so I was going to the World Championship. I had the target to be, in 2 years' time, to be top 32 in the world. Halfway through last year, I think, well, we're never going to make this, and then the Grand Slam of Darts came, took up great prize money there, and got me in the top 32. And my focus now for the next 2 years lays on the top 16, because that gives you more majors, you know, on televised tournaments. That is where you're playing for. The Pro Tours are fantastic, Euro Tour is fine, but you want to be on the main stage where everyone can see you. Still dreaming of a Premier League, not this year maybe next year or the year after. I'm still available where the PDC wants me.
Well, that Grand Slam run was incredible, and obviously then playing at the World Champs in the top 32. You say it might not have been the best year for you, but it looks great on paper, Raymond. It's been a very good year, and what can we expect this year, do you think?
It's all about focus and belief, of course. It's like a punch in the face again. I was expecting way more between me and Gerwin, you know. The last 3 times I was beating him, so I felt really great. And then he shows why he was the number 1 in the world at the time. 4-0, bang, sit down, and you have to recover from that. But I'm fine, so I can't wait to take up my darts right here in Bahrain and show the world that I'm still able to lift trophies. And that's what I'm aiming about. I'm happy with my setup right now. You know, I'm really pleased. I was looking and searching for many years to get the right setup. I'm over the moon with it right now, so that's less stress. And hopefully I can win more Pro Tours, qualify more for the Euro Tours, and hopefully within the next year or 2 going top 16. But that's a long way to go.
Your World Championship ended with that defeat to Gerwin Price, but a quick word on the winner, Michael Smith. Were you pleased to see him win it? I mean, it was a crazy achievement and a crazy final.
It was unbelievable. I knew that Michael Smith was able to beat Michael van Gerwen, but the way Michael van Gerwen was playing, that was not normal. You know, 5-0 quarters, 6-0 in the semis. I'm thinking, can this man be stopped? But you see, he can. Every day is different. You know, your preparation can be so good, but one day the man with the hammer will come, and there is no dart player on earth who can describe that. Where is that coming from? You know, I can't. I can't tell you why I got beat by Gerwin Price 4-0. I was expecting a way more. I think Michael van Gerwen did that as well, and he thought he's going to win it. But that leg, that 9-darter, wow. Even I'm such a darts lover, you know. I jumped up, and I was really going crazy. Julia was sitting next to me, and we were both yelling. This is the leg of darts you want to see. Your opponent is missing the last crucial dart on double 12, and then you hit it. He even gave him a fist bump, you know. Too bad, and then he hits it. Amazing to watch. Yeah, that's fantastic.
So back to Bahrain this week. We know that the Barney Army gets everywhere. Even when you're not in events, they're singing your name. Are you expecting a few songs here in Bahrain?
Well, I hope so. I asked Dave yesterday in the bus towards the hotel, and I was asking how is it here because I have absolutely no idea with spectators and fans, and it was great to be in that tennis center in Dubai. Really, people from all over the world came and visited and joined. I don't know. I hope so. I hope it's going to be packed. I think a couple of thousand can go in this venue. So. Hopefully it will be a great success.
Right, well, before we get blown in the pool, we'll leave it there. But congratulations on the year you've just had, and best of luck this week in Bahrain.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.